Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you until probably about 5 o'clock. Probably about 5 o'clock. Maybe a little sooner. Not 100% sure. But come on in, everybody. Good afternoon to everyone. Um, Good afternoon to everyone. Got to change the format a little bit. Just a little bit. Lewis, Dwayne, Anthony, Terry, DeAndre, Pamela, Nick. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. If anybody else is coming, when they get here, they'll be here. Brenda, I see you, Brenda. Anybody else when they get here? I missed Friday. Was I here Thursday? I'm not sure if I was here on Thursday. I had to do a build out. Well, I didn't do the build out, but I did do the audio portion once everything was installed and all of that kind of stuff on a facility. So that's why I wasn't here on Friday, because everything went live on Sunday morning. So, and they didn't finish the actual build out until Friday. Actually, while I was there working, they were still building stuff out. And, hey, you got to do what you got to do. So I was there Friday night. I was there late Saturday night. And then Sunday, everything kind of went off without a hitch. I had one or two small issues that I'll deal with probably on Thursday. I think I need to be there Thursday. So, but other than that, everything went great. Everything went great. Sorry I couldn't be here on Friday to talk about that crazy press conference. If you even want to call that a press conference. I don't know what that was. It was, Saturday Night Live kind of said it was an ambush. They made up their mind. I believe they made up their mind. We're gonna get him in a position where he seems vulnerable, and we're gonna attack him. If you're wondering who I'm talking about, of course I'm talking about Donald Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky. I guess how you pronounce his name, along with J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio, who was in the room, in the seat, but he looked very uncomfortable. I think he might be having second thoughts. I think Rubio might be having second thoughts. Like, yeah, I want to be a part of this team. I want to do all of the stuff that, I want power. I want to have really close contact with the money. I'll be loyal to you, Donald Trump. And then Donald Trump just started hollering at, J.D. Vance really kind of kicked it off. But Donald Trump and J.D. Vance are just hollering at Zelensky. And Marco Rubio is sitting there like, what have I gotten myself into? Like, I knew they was crazy, but why am I here? Like, why? I didn't sign up for this. I don't know what's going on. I don't want this. I think he's having second thoughts, but bro, you in it. I've never been a part of the mob, but I feel like, hey, it's one of them things where you in. They asked you, are you willing to do whatever it take? And you said, I'm willing to do whatever it take. What if we asked you to do some crazy stuff? I'm willing to do some crazy stuff. Well, now you got to do the crazy stuff. You got to sit here. I think he was probably supposed to jump him too. He was probably supposed to jump in there too. But instead he like, what's happening? Your reputation is tied to theirs now. All of those people who decided that you wanted to jump on and be a part of this, your reputation is tied to this. And I'm sure he's thinking, as the Secretary of State, I kind of had to, I'm supposed to be, like, I'm supposed to be the guy that's facilitating all of this stuff and, talking to people and maybe making, I'm not the final deal maker, but you know what I'm saying? I go talk to people and be like, hey, what if we want to do this? Are y'all open to that? And what if we want to do that? Are y'all open to this? And so on and so forth. Maybe he's the one who brokered the, man, come on to the White House. Sign over them minerals. Nah, we good, bro. Come on, just sign over the minerals. It's all good. We talked about it. I set it up. Y'all come on in and, y'all sit down and y'all chill out and, y'all, do a little photo op and do a little talky talk here and there. Then you go back and you sign over your mineral rights and everything will be good. And then you get there and they just start hollering at old boy like, you ain't said thank you. And you like, he been saying thank you constantly. What do you mean he ain't say thank you? He said thank you a whole lot. Y'all already know. Y'all know we living in crazy times. And he been in office how long? How long has he been in office? This stuff it's not gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. It's gonna be happening. We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to live with it. And I know that there are people out there who are like, I can't believe that Americans are taking Zelensky's side because it's America versus the world, But I'm one of them people. What, like, come on, man. When you do something just a little out of line, and this was more than a little out of line, but when you do something that's a little out of line, the people who really down with you, they gonna say, bro, that was out of line. That was out of line. I talked to my brother. And if he does something that I think is out of line, like we don't agree on everything. So he does something that I think is out of line. And if he asks me, I tell him like, yeah, no, I think you was out of line there. Do you think I went a little too far? Yeah, you might have went a little too far. That's my responsibility as somebody who actually, kind of care. What kind of person, what kind of American would I be if I watch stuff like that go down and I just take his side because he's an American? He's the president. That dude crazy. And he don't care nothing about you. He don't care about you. And I guess that's the part that's killing me. That's the part it's not killing me, but that's the part that bothers me is I'm watching all of these people, all of these Americans, all of these conservatives, all of these independents, all of these, all of this stuff. Number one, y'all silent as heck now about the stuff that y'all was screaming about heading into the election. Silent in a mug. Food prices. I heard food prices talked about so much leading up to the election, and there were exaggerations made. And people always gonna, exaggerate a little bit. There were exaggerations made. There were, just things said. But now, okay, food prices are going up. This was the biggest deal to y'all. Remember, y'all, this was the thing that Americans were supposed to be concerned about, and Americans were supposed to be voting on. It was a referendum on it. It ain't got no better. And y'all just silent now. Things aren't getting better, and y'all silent. And I'm saying, you're like, hey, I'm not a Republican. I'm not trying to get you to vote for Trump. I'm an independent. I'm just concerned about the people. I'm just concerned that people not going to be able to afford medicine and food and all that kind of stuff. But I would be bringing up these concerns anyway. Whoever was in office, I would be raising the same concerns. These are the conversations that we're afraid to have. These are the things that we're afraid to talk about. These are the things that nobody wants to bring to light. Now, the dude that you say wasn't your dude is still having to deal with the same issues that you said was your issues. And you're not a Republican, you're independent. Where is your independent voice now? Where is your cry for all of the stuff that you was crying about when Biden was in office and we were running up to the election? Now, look, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I understand that there's a good chance you're not going to say anything. You're going to defend him, his policies, and all of that. I understand that. I get it. Because we knew it was never about the price of eggs. We knew it was about getting that dude in office. We knew that. He's in office. And hey, check this out. One of there was a lot of stuff on the table during the election. And people don't, I was listening to, I forget what I was watching. So I'm not an economist. I'm not an expert on the economy or anything like that. But I was listening to an economist say that all of these firings, they'll probably end up being good for interest rates. And he was kind of explaining it. And again, I'm not an economist. But the gist of it was, he was saying, like, look, it's going to be so many people out of work and inflation is going to, go up. And in order to correct, the Fed is going to aggressively reduce interest rates. And then you'll hear all of those people hollering and screaming. Remember, we were talking about the interest rates during there, and Biden had interest rates at whatever they are, 7% or whatever, but now they back down to 2%, so now you can buy a house. See, people couldn't buy houses under Biden because the interest rates were so high, but now you can buy a house. But if ain't nobody got a job, those interest rates, and again, I'm not an economist. I'm just going based on what I heard. I think it was 3 economists, and they were having like a round table discussion, even though the table wasn't round. They were having like a round table discussion about it. And they all agreed interest rates are about to go down. But the unemployment rate is about to go up really high. Inflation is gonna go up. But interest rates are going to go down. And they were saying this is going to be good for people with a lot of money. That's going to be good for people with a lot of money. Because then they'll be able to borrow money at a lower rate. And a lot of that stuff be the trick. Like, they know what they're doing. They know what to talk about and how to talk about it. I don't know. It's just, I'm watching this stuff. Look, there's a part of me, you see these leopards eating your face videos and F around and find out videos. Just for the record, I'm a little bothered by the fact that some of my white friends have gotten a hold of that saying, F around and find out. They wearing it out. It's wearing me out. It's wearing me out. I'm tired of them saying it. Sometimes they don't use it right. And it just, y'all could have just stuck with the leopards eating your face thing, and that was cool. But no, now everything is FAFO. Sometimes I hate that they hear stuff and then they latch on to it, but they wear me out with it. But when I see these videos of, yes, people, farmers, all of that kind of stuff, white women, and all of these people who, because, white women realizing that they were DEI hires, it's driving them crazy. Because, of course, DEI meant black. DEI meant black. That's how Trump and them kind of, DEI meant black. I really think a lot of these white women didn't know that they were DEI hires. And they're slowly finding out, like, wait, I was a DEI hire. I was a DEI hire. And they fired me. And there's a part of me that wants to rejoice and say, see? And, looking at prices going up and be like, hey, I'm going to just sit back and laugh at all of these people complaining about prices going up. But guess what? My prices are going up too. My prices are going up too. It would be cool. It would be cool if people who didn't vote for Trump, prices got to either stay the same or go down. And then the people who voted for or supported, because there's some of them who will say, well, I was not a Trump supporter, and I didn't vote for him. Ron keeps saying, I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Trump. As if that make, like, you went out and, I don't want to say you sold your soul, but I feel like you sold your soul for the guy. And just because you didn't take the final step and actually do the vote, you helped convince a lot of these stupid people to vote for him. See, that's the new thing now. For the independents who supported him real hard, the new thing is, well, I didn't vote for him. Well, I didn't vote for him. I never said that I supported him. I just liked his policies, but I didn't vote for him. Now, you supported him. You might as well have went on and voted for him. First, I don't know whether you did or whether you didn't. You saying you did not, I don't know. I guess I'll take your word for it that you didn't, but I don't know that I actually believe you. But it really don't matter. You de facto campaigned for the guy. So you are almost as responsible as the people who voted for him. But I wish that there could be like, did you vote for Trump? Like, no, I didn't vote for Trump. Well, here, you get the secret non-Trump price. Did you vote for Trump? If you come in with a MAGA hat on, you got to deal with Trump policies. If we find out that you were supporting that dude, you got to deal with and they waiting for things to get better. They waiting. Like, boy, let the gas prices go down 2 cents. They not gonna say, see, Trump got the gas prices down. What they gonna be like? Gas prices is down. Ooh. Let eggs come down 20 cents. They ain't gonna say Trump got the egg prices down, but they gonna be like, you're gonna see a video of them, they gonna be juggling eggs. Like, ooh, egg prices is down. They waiting, like they can't wait for everything to come down. Look, I'm with them on that. I can't wait for gas prices to really come down. I can't wait for egg prices to really come down. I keep bringing up egg prices just because they keep bringing up egg prices. I don't really eat enough eggs for it to make a huge difference to me. But I do understand that prices across the board are up, and these tariffs kicking in, prices are going to go higher on all kind of stuff. I understand that to be the case. So I'm not really sweating eggs like all of that. I hear everybody talk about eggs. I'm like, man, y'all love some eggs. I didn't hear this much talk about eggs ever before. Now everybody want eggs. I get it. They made it a center point of their campaign. Remember J.D. Vance standing at the grocery store talking crazy about the price of eggs, misquoting the price of eggs with the egg price right behind him. Remember? They've gone up. Right, Jerica say, yeah, they're quiet. Now they keep wondering why we keep talking politics. Because it's affecting a whole lot of people in a whole lot of ways. People are worried about their jobs. Now, it's not like, oh, I wasn't doing a good job on my job, and so I might get fired from my job, and that's the reason why I'm worried about my job. No, people are worried about losing their jobs directly because of politics. Because Trump, okay, it's oversimplified, and I'm not even sure how much of it I believe, but because Trump told Elon Musk to cut spending, and so Elon Musk is just going bonkers, firing people without even knowing who he's firing. Cutting funding from people without even knowing who benefits from the funding and the effect that it will have on people. So people are worried about this stuff directly because of politics. But you shouldn't be talking about politics. Every day y'all talk about Trump. I don't understand that complaint. I really don't. If Elon Musk had the ability to fire you, I know some government workers, watch. But I'm talking about the people complaining about politics. If Elon Musk had the ability to fire you, and he had maybe even tried it once, you would be like, hey, what's going on politically? What are we doing? What's happening? And come on, now, y'all know, like, let me say, I love people who are willing to admit they were wrong about a thing, whatever the thing was, and change their mind about it. You know that private companies, a lot of private companies follow the lead of the government in terms of government regulations and government deregulations and the way the government treats their workforce and the rules and policies that they have. A lot of companies do that. I would say that I'm a victim of it, even though I don't consider myself a victim. I think I made a good choice. I would say I'm a victim of it, but when Joe Biden them was basically telling federal workers, you got to have this vaccine, otherwise we gonna fire you. A lot of private companies looked at that and said, hey, let's do the same thing. And the government was encouraging them to do the same thing. And so a lot of them did it. And a lot of people lost their jobs. just because they didn't want to take a shot, which should never happen. Should never happen. There are actually rules in place. I'm not really going to go into it, but there are rules in place so that that should not happen. All this DEI stuff. Okay, yeah, the federal government can say, we are no longer going to consider diversity, equity, and inclusion when we hire. As a matter of fact, the people who were in line to make those kind of decisions, we are firing them. And then we're going to look at everybody that we hired using those policies, and they might get fired too. And then they take it a step further, because they have taken it a step further. And this ain't just Trump and them took it a step further. A lot of the states have taken it a step further, and they are legitimately threatening to sue companies. They're legitimately threatening to, punish companies and organizations for considering diversity, equity, and inclusion in their hiring practices. And so some of these companies have to have some legit, I'm trying to watch my language, y'all. Not that because I don't cuss, but sometimes I say stuff in a way that it can be, it can sound crude. And I don't want to sound crude. But they look at this stuff and they're like, I have to be willing to weather the political storm in order to keep my policies the way that they are. And it's not as easy as it sounds. And so because of all of this political stuff, people are losing jobs, prices are going up. This country is going crazy. And if you haven't felt it yet, you might be a little lucky. But just remember, we're very, very soon into the process. It hasn't been 2 months. What, January 20th? It hasn't been 2 months yet. All of this stuff has happened in less than 2 months. But why are we talking politics? Sound like you got something to hide. Or like you don't want people to really be thinking about we need people to be thinking about this stuff. We need people to be thinking about prices. We need people to be thinking about policies. We need people to be thinking about, okay, all right, well now we thinking about it and we talking about it. You've awakened us. Well, no, now go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Our dude is in there. But y'all are silent. And I'm a little jumping all over the place. Because in case y'all didn't know, I don't really have time to do show prep the way I would like to do show prep. So I kind of go off of stuff that I remember. Like I would love to have a teleprompter here with stuff written out that I could, flow through, write out my stuff ahead of time and then boom, and then flow with the teleprompter and have it structured so that but I don't have that luxury. But I'm watching, so I'm kind of jumping to a slightly different subject, but not really. I'm watching Jamal Bryant, the pastor of New Birth, and some of the stuff he's saying, okay, I kind of like some of the stuff he's saying. Some of the other stuff he's saying, I'm like, I don't know about that. But look, I'm down with, he's boycotting Target. And he is kind of staking his claim as, I don't want to say liberal, but he's not necessarily down with a lot of the Trump policies. All right. And I was watching, excuse me, watching this other preacher yesterday, just destroy Jamal Bryant. But I was listening to some of the stuff he was saying. So when I say destroy, I don't necessarily mean in terms of, an accurate representation of Christianity as it relates to political life in America. Like an accurate destruction, but perceived destruction by people who love Trump. And it's a black minister. And he's basically saying Trump is on God's side. And I'm hearing a lot of these people say nonsense like that. I'm going to tell you, I really genuinely don't understand what's happening. It's going to sound like I'm trying to be funny, but I'm not trying to be funny. I genuinely don't understand what is going on in the world where, okay, hold on a second. Okay. I don't understand what's going on in the world where there are so many people that are so blinded. And you can't, somebody would say to me, I've actually had someone say this to me. Somebody would say to me, Emanuel, instead of, going on your little show, kind of complaining about what the other side is doing and complaining about what Trump is doing, why don't you compile information and then present the information? And that's how you change people's minds, with information. And if they don't want to change their minds, then, just let them not change their minds. There's a whole lot of people who do that. There's a whole lot of people who do that. I go online, and there are channels after channels after channels after channels breaking this stuff down, kind of point by point, pointing out flaws, and that ain't changing nobody's mind. That's not changing anybody's mind because people have blinders on. And here's what I've learned. Y'all remember I used to say all the time the Republican Party is a hate group? And people used to get on me about that. Like, you can't say that, Emanuel. You can't say that. The Republican Party is a hate group. I still feel like the Republican Party is a hate group. And typically, people in hate groups are not swayed. Their thoughts aren't swayed by factual information. You can't convince a neo-Nazi or a KKK guy that they not better than black people. And you can point out all the little facts in their mind and none of that stuff matters. I'm better than they are. And you see that same thing with Trump. With these Republicans, with these MAGA guys. You can hit them with information after information after information. Y'all be watching that daggone Jasmine Crockett, which I hate to say it, but she bothers me. She's a brilliant lady, I can tell. I don't like her delivery, but I'm certain that, I got like 20 people watching, 15 of them is like, I don't like your delivery either. So I'm not bashing her. I'm just saying it's not my personal preference. But that woman, that lady, be all over the place, laying out facts and the case for what is going on right in front of our eyes. And then people either ignore it or they try to find a way to justify whatever it is that they believe, even if they can't justify it factually. If you told me Joe Biden when he was in office. Joe Biden is old and he's mentally kind of slow. Sure, there were some people who, would deny that. Oh, ain't not wrong. He's just as sharp as he's ever been, blah, blah, blah. The overwhelming majority of us was like, yeah, he kind of slow, but I'll take a slow Biden over Trump any day. But we didn't deny that, dude done lost a whole lot of steps. The overwhelming majority of us. Some people did, and I didn't agree with those people. But the overwhelming majority of us was like, look, even if dude was in a wheelchair, couldn't talk, couldn't remember the 10 seconds before, I would vote for him over Trump. That was us acknowledging something is going on. Again, I'm going to go back to what I was, when the whole thing with the, if you don't get the shot, you get fired. And I was like, that daggone Trump. And somebody pointed out to me like, no. That policy began under Biden. Trump didn't institute that policy. That policy began under Biden. You know what I had to say? You're right. You're right. That's all I could say. And Jane, I wasn't, no, because see, if Trump wouldn't have did that, no, you're right. What you said is factually correct, and I have to adjust my thought on that matter to line up with the facts. That's what reasonable people do. So when y'all always tell me, I just want to be right. You're right. I want to be right. And if you show me that I'm wrong, then I change my thought process to line up with the facts because I want to be right. But these people don't want to be right. They just want to support that guy. And they waiting. That's why you ain't hearing from them. They are waiting for things to turn around. They waiting for it. It's going to turn around. Prices going to go down. If the prices go up, they're going to talk about it even less and less. Prices keep rising. Then eventually, when we see some of those results, like, those interest rates dropping like super low, that's what they're going to be telling you about. Trump got them interest rates so low, you can go buy a house today. And okay, yeah, you can buy a house if you still got a job. If you still got money to afford food and medicine and gas. If you don't have your extended family living with you because they lost their job and needed somewhere to stay. But they're going to be hammering them interest rates as low. Told y'all them interest rates was going to go down. I knew he would get them interest rates down. They ain't going to talk about the fact that there's a multi-billionaire in this administration or administration adjacent, not even 100% sure, but there's some guy that wasn't elected, didn't run for no office, who's a billionaire, the richest man on earth, taking money from the poorest people on earth. And then to some degree, he's just taking it and putting it in his pocket. Did y'all see, what was it? Verizon. And I don't, I hate that I don't really have time to do this stuff because I would love, Verizon lost a contract or is losing, I'm not sure if it actually went through, that they are giving to one of Musk's companies. Billions of dollars. But there's no conflict of interest. So I'm taking billions of dollars from that company and giving it to my company. And there's no conflict of interest there. They just taking money to create a situation where they are wealthier and wealthier. And they don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about your independent black ass. They don't care about your suburban white ass. They don't care about none of that. They care about them. And it's not just money. Hold on, Brent. It's not just money. I told y'all this when they were running. This was how I felt. This is what I believed. And I believe that we're seeing it happen. They care about dismantling the government as we know it, not for good. They're not, is the word altruistic? They're not being altruistic. They're not looking out for the good of the people. They're looking for power stability just for themselves. So I can do whatever I want to do. And then, I can remake this government. And that should be scary for all of us. They not joking when you see them talking about Trump 2028. That's not a joke. They mean that. And they are working tirelessly to figure out how to make it happen. And all of those people riding his coattails, Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, they're really just there. They know what this dude is doing is wrong and horrible. But they just thinking, hey, if he remake the government, I want to be in the power class. I don't want to be in the other class. I want to be one of the ones in power. And so I will sell my soul for that power. So yeah, I'll sit in this meeting with Zelensky looking like I want to sink into this couch. Because the bottom line is, if he do what he planning on doing, what it looked like he's trying to do, I was here. I'm in the room. I become a part of the power class. I might never become the king. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the royal court. I don't know exactly. That might not be the appropriate terminology. But you know what I'm saying. I'm not in the seat of power, but I'm in the seat next to the seat of power. And that's a powerful seat. That's why they don't care. That's why they'll do all of this stuff. I told y'all, I meant it. I believed it. It wasn't no scare tactic from me. This man is going to try to destroy this democracy. Now, there were people, you talking about Project 2025. Project 2025 ain't real. He said he don't know nothing about Project 2025. That's a scare tactic. That's hypothetical. That's this, that's that. Come on, we all knew it was real. We all knew he was a part of it. We all watched the dude say, like, look, he might have to deny us 10 more times for the election, but don't worry about it. He on our team. They did not believe it. They knew it. They just worried about getting them interest rates down. Because it put more money in their pockets. And they don't care who's affected by it. It's crazy out here, y'all. It's crazy out here. Brent.
Hey, what's going on, Emanuel?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Oh, nothing much. You know, as a proud graduate of an HBCU, one thing I learned to develop is patience. Because some of our schools, well, you know about it, being out at Alabama State. If you don't have patience, you will go insane. And I remember one time during registration, you had these long lines, and they were trying to be efficient by having you sign up for the classes with your professor, and then you go over to Chappie James. That's our basketball arena, and that's where we did all the registration. But some people like me didn't have all that money up front, so we had to go downstairs to get in line. And my wife's
I remember that
roommate, she went down there, and she saw that additional long line, and she had a mental breakdown, saying, I can't take it.
Brent,
and what was so funny?
I remember that line, man. I remember the first time, my first semester, I'm up there, and they like, and I don't remember the name of the hall where we had to go, but when I
Right.
tell you the line was outside, around the building, down the street, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, what is going on? And they like, everybody who had been through it before is just like, it's
Yep.
just the way it is. I'm like, how? And the hours that you have to just stand in that line. Yeah, you're right. It develops that
Oh
patience.
my goodness. Yeah, and that's back. I think I had me. I didn't have a Sony Walkman. That was too expensive. But I think I did have like a Toshiba three-band equalizer. So man, I was just listening until my batteries ran out. Reached in, got a couple more AA batteries, kept moving. I can't even think of the girl's name. But this is how serious those lines were. Now she was a Delta, and she, like I said, she lost it. Did you think any of them Deltas got out of line to help calm her down? Hell
Absolutely
no.
not.
Because they
Absolutely
knew
not.
if they got out of line, folks was going to move up and they was going to have to go to
Uh-huh.
the end of the line. So,
Yep.
oh my goodness. I remember one time I got through all that, had to get on the installment plan, went to the bursar's office. All they had to do was put a sticker on the back of my ID saying I was in school. All of a sudden, the tornado sirens went off. They kicked everybody out and everything. They rolled it down to get. I'm like, hey, all you got to do is give me the sticker. Don't you know, that lady looked at me and rolled down that gate, and I had to come back and stand in line for another hour and a half the next day. So, yeah, so I knew you had a lot to get off your chest there. So my apologies for, well, no apologies. I learned how to be patient, and I was an usher too. So, you got to have patience to get everything squared away. But yeah, you were talking about Jamal Bryant, and I will never have any glasses like Jamal Bryant. I think they look so silly, but that's him, and that's his style. So more power to you. But yeah, but with preachers, period. There are very few preachers these days that are in the vein of MLK, and before him. Oh goodness, his dad, and why can't I think of the guy who was before Martin Luther King Jr. who got put out? Well, they had him put out. So I applaud him to try to bring it from the church leading the way with the boycott and Target, and like I said, I've been boycotting Target, and I think last time I called you, I almost slipped up. I was sitting in the Target parking lot and got out the car. I was like, "Whoop, nope, can't go there." I had to go over to Kroger to get what I needed to get. But these preachers nowadays are, it's 2 Timothy 3, and there's many different versions out there, but only the King James version, according to Sister Francis, is the only real version. But said that for men should be lovers of themselves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truth breakers. I wonder who in the hell that is. False accusers, and it goes on and on. And it's saying that in 2 Timothy 4. I know it's not Wednesday night, but oh well. Preach the word, be instant in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with long suffering and doctrine. And that's the problem, is that these jokers, they don't care. All they care about is, they don't care about members and souls. They care about giving units. And that's what a lot of these churches, especially the ones that are like franchises, to where essentially you have one main church, and then the preacher doesn't have to do any studying, because that one central church is going to send out messages to all the other churches, and all they got to do is tweak it to interject something personal about themselves, which, man, that's not what church is about. It's turned more into a social club, a social gathering, way to make connections, and then consider yourself to be, holy and righteous. But
I imagine some churches are that way,
yeah. And I've seen some of them. I've been on the inside of some of them, like, oh no, I can't do this. I do this. But so yeah, with all that, I'm not going to be watching that. I catch the highlights tomorrow. I'm actually going to be checking out Roland Martin, and also Joy Reid is supposed to have Texas Congresswoman, Dallas area, Jasmine Crockett on her show. So I'm going to be bouncing back between the both of them tonight to see what they're talking about. And are you going live tonight?
I don't.
To either cover the State of the Union or either one of Roland or Joy.
Look, I thought about it. I said I could go live because I'll be watching the State of the Union. Even though I know he's a liar and it's gonna be infuriating, but
right.
I will still watch it. I know a lot of people don't want to watch it. So I didn't know if I wanted to necessarily subject people to that. So I'll probably just watch it at home and then kind of talk.
Once you add in the comment section, that's what makes it worth watching and going back and forth. So, especially when you shrink yourself down to an even littler person in the corner, just see your reaction. It's hilarious.
I'm not sure. I'm not gonna commit to it. Keep your eyes open. It might happen, but I'm not ready to commit to it.
All right, that sounds like one of them Lincoln Ware promises. So you've learned from the best.
Well,
saying that you might show up and then don't ever show up, but
I don't know. I'm not committing to it. I'm not committing to it yet.
Oh man, so yes, I don't know if you saw my post on your page.
I did.
You didn't?
I did.
Oh, okay. So, look, I had 11 pages of typed notes, single space, Courier font 8, ready to go, and I left it at home. So I got to wean a lot of this stuff. But, LaDonna, it's time for the wrestling report. And this is the Elimination Chamber edition, and we're only going to hit on 3 main things. The only 3 really important things that happened.
All right.
First one, not so much. We had the return of Randy Orton after the Kevin Owens and El Generico, what's his name, Sami Zayn. After the Sami Zayn match. So he returned, and, that's good. So that's going to set up their match there.
Yes.
I missed most of it, but I did see the part to where I think it was after a barbed wire chair to the head that Kevin Owens dropped his razor blade. He was supposed to cut his head, and he dropped it. So I guess he didn't have time to pick it up. So, so that was funny. And I'm surprised that, well, it's a different era and everything now, so I guess they can, cut themselves. It's called blading for the some folks who don't know what it's called. But so that's all good in there. But let's jump to the women's Elimination Chamber match. And it starts off, you have everybody in their pods. You have Bianca Belair. And ladies, you really need to check out the black ladies in wrestling. I think you would really enjoy their characters and their style and all that other good stuff, while we appreciate the wrestling too.
And just for the record, I'm not a fan of Bianca Belair.
I can see that.
Something about her vexes me.
Well, you remember I don't know if you remember she was in NXT. She was more raw, unrefined, maybe a Scotch ghetto. So I'm glad that they have, allowed her to change her persona where she is more not dignified, but she's less ratchet, I guess is the better way to put it.
I think she's one of the worst actresses. She's one of the worst. Like, everybody else can, pull off and make, but when she do it, it always seem, you ever watch a movie and you're watching a movie and you can't get lost in the movie because one of the actors is clearly acting,
Yeah.
That's her for me.
Yeah. Well, Nicolas Cage, he plays the same character in every single movie. So he's one of those, I'm like, are you going to act or are you just going to be Nicolas Cage? And that's what it is there. But Elimination Chamber, let me explain that a little bit. These matches, they have a women's match and a men's match, and these matches are determined who gets to go on and challenge one of the champions at WrestleMania. So they have a ring with a big old cage around it, and they have pods in there for, 4 wrestlers?
Mm-hmm.
4? Yeah, 4 wrestlers. And you start off with two wrestlers, and then after 3 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever it is, they let a wrestler out, so it becomes almost like a gauntlet match, and you have to be pinned or submitted in order to get eliminated. But so we're starting off with Liv Morgan and Naomi. Now Naomi is Bianca Belair's tag team partner, and they lost the belts at the last. I think it was Raw. They lost the belts.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, Jade Cargill's music hit, and she comes out to the ring. Now Jade got thrown through, what was it, a car window,
yeah.
or something, and she's been out for 2 to 3 months.
Now Jade, for y'all, Jade is my girl. She's remember I showed her to y'all. She's the muscular woman. Yeah. So she's been gone for a while.
Yep. So she comes back in, and it looks like she's going after the white girl, Liv Morgan. But no, she goes after Naomi, the black girl, who is also she's the wife of one of the Usos, the non-main event Uso.
And Jason says, and you like Naomi. I don't think Naomi is much better than Bianca in terms of acting, but Naomi has a nice rear view.
And that's actually her finisher.
Yes, it is.
But Jade commences to beating the holy hell out of Naomi. And it looked real. She whooped her so bad that I thought that she stole something. And not only did she whoop her bad, and then you're talking about the bad acting, you have Bianca Belair, she's stuck in the pods, and she's like, oh. She does need to work on her facial expressions. But so much so that they have a big old gate that closes the cage and everything, and she slams that on Naomi's head. So, so that was like, what in the world? Because part of the storyline for folks is that they were trying to figure out who attacked Jade Cargill, and every week they would say, well, no, it was this person, it was this person. So I thought it was Naomi to begin with.
Yeah.
I thought she was jealous, and maybe that's the storyline that's going to come out. We'll see there. But in the end, Bianca's able to pull it together. She wins. She's going to face the champion. So now we get to the main event and have some people that you guys should probably know. So we have John Cena is in the match. Seth Rollins, they probably don't know. CM Punk. But ultimately what winds up happening is this is John Cena's last year in wrestling farewell tour. He played, what's the guy on Suicide Squad? Peacemaker. So if you saw the Marvel movies, not the Marvel, but the DC movie Suicide, you would know John Cena there. He also was in one of the Fast and Furious movies as Dom Toretto's estranged brother. So he actually wins the match. Cody Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes' son, comes out, and then the final boss, this is not The Rock, this is Dwayne, and I hate Dwayne Johnson. He comes out, and once again, he asks Cody Rhodes, he says he wants his body and soul. And when he said that, I was screaming, no, did he? That don't sound right. He wants to make his body and soul. But Cody Rhodes basically said, I gave my body and soul. I thought he was going to say to his wife and children. But no, he said to the fans. It's typical baby face. That's what the good guys do. So John Cena's in the ring looking goofy like he normally looks, and he hugs Cody Rhodes. But then he looks over at The Rock, and The Rock gives the saddest throat slash that I've ever seen. It holds up 2 fingers. My son said that means something because before he did 3 fingers.
Yes.
But then you see the facial expression from John Cena turns from goofy to serious. I was like, no, it's not happening. No, it's not happening. Then all of a sudden he bags him up off of him, and he kicks Cody square through the uprights. And the crowd is going crazy, and my sons are jumping around, holding each other, hugging each other and everything because we didn't think it was going to happen. So to put it in perspective for folks, and after this, I'm not even bothered with Rob, but to put it in perspective, John Cena is such a good guy, he does the Make-A-Wish where he's done over 650 Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
And you have to have cancer to get somebody to come out to do the Make-A-Wish. And if you combine Hulk Hogan, NASCAR folks, Dale Earnhardt and Gordon, they've only done about 200 apiece. So this is how much of a good guy John Cena is. So it's like, to put it in perspective for people in the crowd, Miss Janice. Everyone knows Miss Janice is nice and wholesome and everything. Just imagine Miss Janice turning heel and turning MAGA, taking over for, what's her name, Omarosa. This is how much of a big of a deal this is for him to turn like that. So we never thought it would happen, but it did happen. And all I could say is Triple H and the writers, excellent job. They did a good job.
All right.
And Travis Scott. You know who that dude is?
He's some rapper, I believe.
Okay, maybe we need Raven to explain him. But he was also out there in the ring, and he was burning sage in the corner, or acting like he was burning sage. But he slapped the crap out of Cody Rhodes when he was on the ground, and they said that he gave him a black eye and busted his eardrum. So they didn't work on that slap, apparently.
Yeah, they say he's training. He's at the Performance Center training. So,
man, he doesn't need to.
No. In my mind, he'll get a receipt at some point.
Oh yeah. But he has to be as good as either Bad Bunny or Jake Paul. Is that his name? Well, wasn't the Paul guy? Logan Paul.
Yeah.
So if he's not on their level, just stay and he can turn into the new Flo Rida, doing a little rapping and lose between matches. So yeah. But that's I have more to talk about, but I think that's about it.
All right.
I didn't have all the other notes and details, but this is one last thing. The connection is that with Rock and Cena, you can explain to them. You have the once in a lifetime twice matches, and Cena was mad at The Rock for going to Hollywood and making $20 million of film without having to get hurt, so I don't blame him. And then John Cena turns around and does the exact same thing. So, and then both of them were in the Fast and Furious. They made like 50, 11 of them movies too. So I'm interested to see the next, how they tie everything together and bring it together. But there will still be time for John Cena to turn back babyface at SummerSlam. So.
All right.
So it's interesting. Great story writing. If you guys watch, and ladies, watch them Tyler Perry movies or them soap operas that Lincoln always talks about and wonder why ain't any men talking about it, you would appreciate the stories. Just listen to the stories. You can fast forward through the matches, but it's the stories behind it and how they develop their characters is what's interesting.
Brent, gotta run.
All right, you take it easy.
You do the same. All right, that was Brent. He gave the wrestling report. B-Rap.
Hey, what's going on, E-Man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
E-Man.
Yes.
Do you not keep up with wrestling?
I do.
Are you not caught up?
I am.
Okay, so mainly it's just a conversation that you and Brett had. You and Brett had just casually.
He wants to share it with the people.
He wants to share with the people or with you?
With the people.
The people don't care about wrestling. We don't. I know for myself. I don't know how many of your viewers really care about wrestling, but
he cares. He wants. He thinks it's important for you guys to know what's going on with these stories so that maybe you can have a better appreciation for it. I don't know. It's just interesting storytelling, so he's sharing.
Oh, my God. Jesus. Okay. Well, shout out to you, Brent. Shout out to your family, to the boys, to everybody. You big kudos to you on the wrestling. You said his boys have a good time, and at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about the family coming together, having a good time.
It's
enjoying
good, clean entertainment. Yeah. Sometimes
enjoying
not so
some
clean.
entertainment.
Yeah.
But golly, Brent, Jesus, man. No, E-Man, everything, your monologue, your opening monologue about Donald Trump, I called in to 100% agree with you. These people are quiet, dead silent about the prices that's being risen right now. They're not complaining about eggs no more. Everything these Trumpsters is saying he's doing is good for the country. I never thought that I would see a day that America would side with Russia.
And it don't even make sense. Like he's accusing Ukraine of invading Russia when or starting the war. Like it doesn't make any sense.
And the goofy people that voted him in don't understand that this billionaire does not have your best interest at heart. And some weeks ago, when Elon Musk was so-called exposing where our tax dollars is going, it was just all, for play, for your entertainment. Then out his own mouth, he even admitted that he's not 100% correct on what he's even saying.
Right.
So, and it's only March, and it seems like he's been in here for the past 2 years, and it's only March.
Yes, it does. It does. He has done so much potential damage in less than 2 months, and he's got 4 whole years.
Do you think he'll be able to reverse it? Can he reverse the damage?
I don't know if you can reverse if he's allowed to do the things that he wants to do. I'm not sure how reversible it is. Really, the only hope is that people step up to stop the damage. Stop the damage. But I think if he gets a whole 4 years with the resistance that he's had so far, no, I don't think it's reversible. I think in 4 years, you all right, bro?
I want dang the win. I'm stuck.
Okay.
I want Ron Dula to call in and tell me, because he's like Trump. So I want Ron Dula to give me his opinion on how he really feels, and just keep it 100. Don't try to Ron, if you're listening, don't try to, I'm protecting my vote. I feel like he's doing good. Give an honest assessment about how he really feels about things and how he's going with this administration, because it's horrible right now, man. It's bad. But that's all I call, man. I called to agree with you, man, and your monologue was spot on, man. I appreciate that, man.
B-Rab, I appreciate your call.
And now it's time for the wrestling report. Now, John Cena. Oh, I'm sorry. I just had to. Hey, E-Man, man, you have a good day, man. I appreciate it.
You do the same. All right. That was B-Rab. B-Rab on the line. 513-717-5464. Hold on. That's the number to get on board. 513-717-5464. I believe Ron believes the stuff that he says. Twin.
What's up, Mike?
How you doing, sir?
I'm all right. What was your monologue?
I was just talking about stuff. What's on your mind?
No, what was your monologue? Good night.
Bro, I don't remember.
I didn't know if you.
I don't remember word for word what I said. But the bottom line is, all of that complaining that y'all did about prices and
who is y'all? Y'all don't put in. My name starts with E, ends with R. So don't say y'all. I don't fit the category of y'all.
Your name start with a what?
My name start with an E. Last name start with a R.
Does it?
The end with a R. So
Hold on, wait. I'm confused now. I'm just confused about your name. Let's get the name part straight. Your name
start with an E, ends with an R.
Starts with an E. Your last name ends or starts with an R.
Ends with a R.
Ends with an
So
R.
don't.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't put me in that category, y'all.
You're still in that category. Y'all
No, I'm not.
yes, you are. Y'all is a
You acting
group.
like your uncle, man. You acting like your uncle.
Y'all is a group of people who did the
Emmanuel.
same or similar things, and you
Y'all-
are in
look.
that category.
Y'all still crying about the election is over with. Y'all
That's
ain't
true.
neither you nor other platform, TV platform came together, strategized, hey, listen here, man, this how we go do. You got that pump faking Al Sharpton and everything go come in later on, whatever he said, to start our own platform or boycott, whatever he talking about, our black union. Man, go on with that, man.
Well, we know
Go
that
on
you're
with that.
not going to participate in anything.
You damn right
that's
I'm not.
pro-black.
You damn
So,
right I'm not. Because
yeah.
for what?
Yeah, because you don't
I
like
went
black
to-
people. We get it.
Hey, listen here, player. I
I'm
went to
listening, player.
Walmart just to see, which I really needed to go, man, because they don't sell them down nowhere else but Walmart or Jungle Gym to go get my pizza and sausage and everything, because they don't sell them nowhere else.
Are you telling me they don't sell sausage anywhere else but Walmart and Jungle Gym?
It's a brand that they buy from.
Oh.
And everything like Vienna sausage or Scott Pete's, they don't sell them nowhere. Kroger's or nowhere. They sell them either Jungle Gyms or Walmart. So I get them there. And I saw niggas up in there, and I saw niggas the next day because I went the next day to get some.
Okay.
So, man, all that, one day, everything, if you go make something happy, man, real talk, man. Real talk between me and you, whoever else,
All right.
everything, criticizing me, man. You got to make a stand, man. One day is not going to get it.
But twin, it doesn't matter if it's one day. You wouldn't do it for one day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. You just would not participate. And it's not just you. There are a lot of yous who
That's your opinion. Just because
it's not my
y'all
opinion.
see me,
You said
no,
it. We talked about this, I think, on Thursday, and you were really clear about the fact that you would not participate
Emmanuel.
in any type of boycott or protest. You said,
Emmanuel.
I'm not guessing, I'm going on what you said.
Okay, you can go about what I said, but man, I change like the weather. I say one thing, but I'm a change.
That's
hey,
not
let's
a
do
good
it.
quality.
What you mean? I was tired as hell Sunday, and my brother, after I left church, my brother like, hey, what you gonna do? I'm like, man, I ain't about to do nothing. We just came out of church. They're like, let's shoot up to Chicago. I said, okay, man.
What?
And I hesitated. He called me, and I hesitated. We shot Chicago, then went to the game in Indiana. But I didn't really want to go, but I didn't want to make my brother think. It's a change of weather. I can change, Emmanuel.
What?
My opinion, my ideas on things. What you mean? What? Quit saying what?
Because what you're saying doesn't make any sense in the context of the conversation that
It do
we're
make
having.
sense if I want to change. I said I can change my thoughts and my ways, whatever.
And I'm telling you, that is not a good quality to be so wishy-washy that you can be one way one day, hardcore one way one day, and the next day be so hardcore and nothing happened to change your mind. Like there's no logic or reason. If you are that ruled by the wind, that is not a good quality.
Hey, player, check this out. You thought that car that was going to go forever. You've been out in that garage and stuff like you're a mechanic, right?
What are you talking about?
Man, I'm about to put it in your goddamn driveway, man.
Your analogies are horrible.
If you just listen and shit,
I mean,
that's all you do, running your mouth. Quit listening.
Go ahead, teach me. Give me this amazing analogy.
I'm saying you work on your cars every day.
No.
You thought that car was going to do what it do and everything, but all of a sudden, oh, man, damn, I got to put my car in the shop. I thought I was the magic touch. I thought I was the man of the king of talk, king of power. But no, you got to but you thought it was going to work, but it didn't work. There's a change of plan on anything, man. See, every day I listen to y'all podcasts or radio or TV, it's Trump remix. And then you criticize people, be judgmental about people when they say something. Oh, nigga, you don't know what you're talking about. You coon ass nigga, you this and that and this and that and that. Come on, man.
You ain't never heard me
It don't
say that
make-
about nobody.
Man, I've been listening to it every day, man.
You have
Since
never
then,
heard
man,
me say that about anyone, ever.
You get on here on your little basement podcast and you say, well, in today's news, Trump said he go do this. Trump said he go do this. Trump said he go do that. Come on, man. Not one time you ever said, hey, people, this is what we can do. How to strategize and come together as one whole, as one. You don't say that. But everything you do to remix like any other people, use a
But
DJ.
again, what you're saying is factually inaccurate.
Man, get the hell out of here with that, man. That's what I'm talking about. When somebody bring y'all the truth and knowledge about stuff, y'all, that's not true. Come on, man. Face reality.
No, what you're saying, but what you're
you
saying is not
you keep pumping the
factually
brakes and stuff.
accurate. What you're saying is not true. You're lying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're not telling the truth.
I know you gotta pump your cheerleaders up because it's your podcast.
I'm not trying to pump anybody up, but a lie is a lie, twin. You're lying.
Ain't none of. I hear from you,
no,
Lincoln
twin,
Ware,
twin.
and any other podcast.
Right. So let's
y'all don't
test
tell
it.
the truth,
Wait,
man.
let's test it and see if you lying. What did we talk about on Thursday?
I can't recall on Thursday.
Did we talk about, hold on, did we talk about how we can come together and withhold our dollars? Did we talk, you and I, did we talk about that on Thursday?
Was that the day
Yes,
they was going to boycott?
the one-day boycott. Did we talk about something that we could do to try to make a difference?
And what I do?
No, just answer the question. Did we talk about it?
You go hang up on me and stuff. You got a dumb
I'm
butt.
not going to hang up on you. And
Yes,
if you
you do.
refuse to answer the question, I'm just asking, it's a simple question. Did we have that conversation?
Slow your roll. We did have a conversation, but
All right.
man, you're real.
Now, hold on, wait, because let me finish my point.
Go
You
ahead,
made
Blair.
a statement that I never come on here and talk about things that we can do, that we can come together and do to try to make a change. But on Thursday, you and I had a conversation about something that we can do to come together and try to make a change. So how can you say in 1 minute you don't ever talk about that,
Nigga.
but you can
Nigga.
remember, 4 days ago, when we had the exact conversation that you say that we never have. So who was lying?
Hey, man.
Who was lying?
Hey,
Me
Blair.
or you?
Listen here.
Somebody
You've been
didn't tell
talking
the
about
truth.
this since day one.
Hold on, but
You've been
somebody
talking
didn't
about
tell
it
the
since
truth.
Day one.
Twin, somebody didn't tell the truth here. Either you
Tell
said
the truth.
something that wasn't true, or I'm saying something now that's not true. Which one of us
You never
is telling the truth?
you never. I'm saying about the hearing about every day. How can we come together? You know that's only because you fell off the knees of
Hold on.
what the people see. We need to come.
Maybe you're not 100% sure of what never means. Never
I'm
means
saying-
never. But if we did it on Thursday, how can you then come back on Tuesday and say we never done it?
What are you talking about, Emanuel? You can't get in my mind like that, man. I'm saying you said Thursday we need to come together and all that.
Right.
What you said, but every day you get on your station and any other radio station I hear a podcast. Oh, Trump. See, you know that's what he make y'all feed into. He pimped the whole motherfucking nation. The man, why are y'all black folks be surprised what he go say or do? He already told you what he go do. So if a nigga tell y'all what he go do it. I'm not surprised about what the fuck he do.
Twin.
Come on,
No,
man.
we're not
Y'all
surprised.
motherfuckers crazy
We're not
out here.
surprised by what he does. No one, I haven't
No,
heard
yes, y'all
anyone.
do.
I haven't heard anyone say we're surprised about what he does. I'm surprised at people like you who pretend.
I'm saying, not
you
being surprised, but talking about it.
During
He
the
said he go-
election, during the election,
So
you
he said he go blow up
pretended
the
that you
poll.
were really concerned about prices and how people were going to make it with prices like they were.
Hey,
But you're not
Emmanuel,
concerned about that anymore? Are you no longer concerned about how people going to make it?
Emmanuel.
Hold on. Are
Emmanuel,
you no
I'm
longer concerned about how people going to make it?
I'm concerned about everything. But 10 years ago, we're in the same boat. 5-6 years ago, we're in the same boat. This ain't nothing new about eggs. When inflation went up, eggs was like that. Gas went up. This ain't nothing new, man. Wake the fuck up. Quit sleeping on dumb shit and face reality, man.
Wait,
y'all
so,
keep
and
on
just so I'm clear,
sabotage. That's y'all Democrats
Twin,
party. Y'all keep
Twin,
throwing this shit. Don't have nothing to say.
Twin. Just
Come
so I'm,
on, man.
Twin,
Y'all get
Twin,
ignorant out
Twin,
here, man.
Twin.
Go ahead, player.
Just so I'm clear, it is your position that people.
I have no position of nothing.
Okay.
I don't have no position of what?
You have no position. Okay. All right.
Okay, what's my position of what?
No, you got no position on nothing, so it don't matter. You have no position on anything.
Okay, you saying position and stuff, enlighten my man about it.
No, you just
See, if you go talk to me, come to me correct, man. Don't call me no ignorant stuff.
You just enlighten
you
my
talking
mind.
About position
you
of what?
No position.
No, position of what? Speak your mind.
No position on anything. You have no position.
Okay, then you can't say shit about no position.
You're right. You have
because I don't have no position.
That's right. There you go. That's admirable.
So y'all throw them motherfucking red flags for no reason,
what
man.
Red flag? You have no position. I accept that you have no position on anything.
No, man, it's real talk, man, about reality, man. Face the fact. The man in office, let it be.
That sounds
just like
a position.
James Carville say, play possum on their ass.
Twin.
Long as you don't feed into the shit, it's going just like me, man.
Twin,
I'm attacking your ass every day.
Twin, that's
I'm
a position.
attacking you every day.
That's a position.
Eventually, you're like, man, you be like, fuck, it's not no position, man.
It is.
It's a concept. What the fuck I'm trying to do? It's not a position. It's concept.
It is
I'm trying to get this nigga.
You have a position.
No, position
on
and concept, two different things.
Oh my god.
Stop it, man.
Oh my god.
Stop the shit, man. Who the fuck you think you talking to?
Somebody who don't know what position means.
No, concept and position, two different things.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Now you're just saying stuff.
No, what the fuck you mean, man?
You just
what
saying
I'm saying.
Stuff. You just saying stuff.
Nigga, I will blow your mind off, man. I can't wait till I see your ass in person.
You are just saying stuff.
I can't wait. No.
You just saying stuff.
I go to work tomorrow, nigga, and meet me at 3:30 at Kroger. And I'm gonna blow your mind off this shit.
I'll be here.
Because no, you go quit lying and the rest of you niggas go quit lying.
So you can blow my mind. That's not happening.
Yeah,
that
man.
sounds, something like something.
Now you on that gay shit. No, this reality. I'm on the man shit. I ain't on that gay shit, nigga.
No, you don't. You're just saying stuff. You're just saying stuff.
No, I'm not, man, because y'all get on here, man. This your show. I respect you as a man. But when you flabbergasting and throwing that fucking laundromat ass shit out, can't nobody dry out, man, it's bullshit.
What?
And you know it's bullshit.
I don't even know what that means.
Man, y'all preach this thing every day. Trump, 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 to Trump, to Trump, Trump. Man, nobody talking about that shit.
All right.
And like my man, how can the black people can do,
and
man?
You don't have a position on it. So, all right. Anything else? Is there anything else that you want to talk about? Anything
no.
That you don't have a position on?
I ain't gonna let your little short 5 feet ass run.
Is there anything else that you don't have a position on? There's no conversation to be had here because you just said that you have no position on anything. So there's nothing to discuss. So
I got a direction on something, man.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
I don't have no position, man. It's a direction.
Twin. All right. So
it's a direction, man. Don't say position.
So for the next 2.5 minutes, you can share your direction.
Now, I'm on the timer now, nigga.
Yes.
I'm on the timer.
Yes.
Emanuel, real talk, man. And like the people and say what we can do and come together as one, man. And like the people, don't Trump this shit every day. You've been saying this for day one. I've been listening to you, player. But enlighten the people, man. Just enlighten us, man. The little audience you have on here, 50,000 views, whatever you got going on. Enlighten the people, man. Because, man, real talk, man. On my daughter's grave. Only thing I've been listening to is Trump, 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 Trump. Not nan nigga on this platform and everything, how we can enlighten the people. I heard from Raven and Dr. Umar, which was a good speech. But other than that, besides you locally, man, and like the people, real talk, man, how we can come together as one. Regardless of the bullshit, throw that out, man, out the equation. It's every day we hear Trump, Trump, Trump. Man, he's showing companionship what the fuck he can do. That's all he doing. That's all he doing, man. He's showing how the fuck shit was happening and what they was doing. That's all, and people mad. You got to enlighten the people about something, man. You got to pull that sheet over, man. Let me see what you're working with. Come on, man. Hello?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just letting
Go,
you.
man. Real talk, man. I'm fed up with this. Every day is Trump, Trump, Trump. Man, things happen for a reason. God put him in that position. If God got to reveal Himself to us to draw close to Him and draw to the Book of Revelation, what's about to take place, what's about to happen, so it be it, man. It's got to be an antichrist regardless. It's got to reveal itself, man. Real talk. But we want to say, man, that Jesus talk ain't no that white man. Yeah, okay. But at the end of the day, we got to serve, and it's only one God, man. It's only one God. I don't care who you serve. At the end of the day, it's only one God, one Jesus, man.
All right.
One
Hey,
Christ.
hey, I
And at the
appreciate
end
you.
of the
I
day, man,
appreciate your
but
call.
real talk, man, and before I go, just enlighten my man of how we can come together.
You
Real
could,
talk, man, on my daughter, man. Real
yeah,
talk. All BS
you
aside,
could, you
man.
could participate in some of these boycotts that's going on.
You said what now?
You could participate in some of these boycotts that's going on.
That's not going to happen. Next question.
That's it. Have a good day.
You for real, man?
Yes,
Are you serious?
100%.
What boycott going on?
Target for one.
Emanuel, let me tell you. Let me tell you this.
Twin, I don't have time. You've been on for 20 minutes. I got to run.
Emanuel, what black person on the board of Target?
I got to run.
What black person on the board of Target?
I appreciate your call.
Or Costco and all that. Okay,
Enjoy the
let
rest
it be
of your
known.
day. All
Okay, don't worry about it. Bye.
All right. All right. Once you tell me you have no position on anything, there's nothing else to talk about. CK,
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Livingston?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. Oh my God, Brent and then Twin. Brent has to be stopped. The wrestling report is like watching golf in the rain. He has to be stopped. You don't even be into it. I mean, like he said, it's a boxing that y'all talking about. It's just one soliloquy. One soliloquy, no feedback, no nothing. You not even into what he's saying.
I was very interested in what he was saying, and I wanted to know his thoughts and feelings on it. He got to be stopped.
You want to go?
CK,
You back?
Yeah.
are you okay? You getting in trouble over there or something?
No, they was on. Oh, hold on. Yeah, no, they was on. My bad. They was on. No, yeah, the soliloquy. It just was one-sided, sir. I heard one-sidedness in the wrestling report. I'm like, he's supposed to be talking about the fight with Tank Davis, sir.
Okay, so what did you think about that?
Excellent, riveting. The light-skinned assassin took his first loss. He took his first loss. That's what it was. He couldn't take it. It was too much pressure on him. Too much pressure. That one with the tattoos on his body.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
He
about.
he got towed up, man. And then he took a knee.
He
took a knee, sir.
He did.
The-
He took
the
a
ref-
knee. There's no, that's cheating to me. When a man
Yes.
take a knee and you basically say that's not a knockdown, that is like
Right.
the definition of a knockdown. You take a knee, you know what that means. How do you then just say, oh, that didn't happen? It happened. That's a knockdown.
Right. That's where they went wrong. If they would have kept it real right there, the fight would have been scored correctly, and he would have received his first. That would have been his first loss. You know what I mean? That would have gave him his first loss. But we had corruption. I think we seen corruption in the referee because he started counting Livingston. He started counting and then he remembered.
Yes.
Oh, we have proof. We have proof. He started counting, then he remembered, oh, this is the guy that's paying me. Let me take it back in front of the whole world. This is corruption, open corruption, Livingston. I mean, did you see corruption? Did you feel corruption? How did you feel when you watched that?
It didn't seem fair. I do agree that the fight was really close. Now I'm not a fighter. I've never boxed one time in my life. I've watched a whole lot of fights. I watch boxing. I enjoy boxing. My perception was he did not give Tank Davis the fight that Tank Davis thought he was gonna get. Like
You all right?
he. You all right? Everything okay over there?
I'm listening, man. I'm listening, my bad. Stay on me. It's like the Twilight Zone.
It seemed like he wanted and he tried to provoke Roach into giving him the fight that he wanted, but Roach was, kind of disciplined and basically saying, no, I'm not just gonna sit back and start throwing punches so you can counter me all day. You gonna have to be the aggressor sometime, and I'm gonna counter you. So it was a really interesting fight, but it could have gone either way as far as I was concerned, but that was cheating. He took a knee. That was definitely a knockdown. And if you look at the scores and you take away a point in that, what was that, the 9th round? You take away that point in the 9th round, Tank Davis lost.
Emphatically. He lost emphatically. Like you said, he lost he lost a close competitive fight. But with help from the referee, he was awarded a draw. Now, draws is a gift from God.
I would agree. Draws is a gift from God.
You remember Tommy from Mountain? I got the draws now. So when he got the draws, it was over. You feel me?
Yeah.
He got.
CK, are you okay?
Yeah. I'm listening to you.
I didn't say anything. You was talking and then you just stopped.
When he got the draw, sir, I'm trying to get my soliloquy together because it's wrestling versus boxing. When he got the draw, it went straight to Tank Davis' favor. Now all his guys have an excuse. Devin Haney is the most hated champion since the Honorable Jack Johnson from 1911, right? So, and Tank is the most, oh my God. It's like Donald Trump. He's like Donald Trump. They will, what's the blazer? Yeah, he's glazed. These men love, they make excuses. He can go there, he had hair. The boy actually said he had grease in his hair, grease got in his eye from his hair. I just got my hair did. Hey, y'all, I just got my hair did. That's what he said. That was his excuse, wasn't it?
He said he got his hair did. He said he had something in his eye. And I'm not even doubting he had something in his eye, but the fact that you started the round with something in your eye and you didn't take that knee into that jab, I don't care if you had something in your eye or not, you got to fight through that. But if you take that knee, that's a knockdown.
Yeah, we take knees every day. Like, ain't nothing wrong with taking a knee. Colin Kaepernick took a knee. You know what I mean? But when you take a knee, you must be responsible for your knee. You don't act like the knee never took place. Mayweather has one official knockdown, sir, and it was scored just like that. He threw a jab, and he backed up and took a knee. Not because he was hurt from a punch, but because he was hurt from throwing a punch, sir. So it's going to be scored a knockdown. We must always go by the integrity of the sport. You feel me? You must got this guy has the complexion for the protection and the tattoos for the foods.
Okay.
I don't think Ali would have got away with that. Somebody I had recently taking a knee. Ali didn't even take knees. He had plenty of opportunity to take a knee. Them body shots, he didn't even take a knee. This is greatness, sir. He fought good in a loss, but it was still a loss, sir. You must give Trent credit for losing the fight. But like you said, the draw is a gift from God. Sometimes God don't let you get justice in the decision.
Okay.
And I wonder about that. How do you feel about
that? I thought I said it. I think he lost. I think it was a close fight. I'm not going to say it wasn't nothing in his eye, but okay, it was something in your eye. You fight through that. That's a part of the sport. You fight through pain and uncomfortability and all of that kind of stuff. And there are rules to the sport. You take a knee, that's a knockdown, like you said. The ref started counting. I was, in all honesty, I was a little confused because the ref started counting, and then his corner is saying something about that's surrender or something like that. And Roach kind of backed up because I think Roach heard the count and just saw that man take a knee. So if I'm Roach and you telling me this ain't a knockdown, I'm gonna keep fighting. It was clearly a knockdown. There was clearly some shenanigans, and that's to put it mildly, going on. But when me and Mrs. Livingston started watching the fight, she asked who was gonna win, and I told her in no uncertain terms, Tank Davis is gonna win. I said the only way Roach wins is if he straight knock him out. If this goes to the cards, I think Tank Davis wins. And as far as I'm concerned, the cheat, that was as close as a win as they could give. I knew that title was not changing hands. I knew that it wasn't gonna happen. So
yeah, you got to knock them out. I mean, like you said, being in our position when you are the visitor, and when I say the visitor, I'm coming to your home, sir. I'm coming to your house. So whoop your ass in your house. I must leave no doubt, Livingston. It can't be just a close fight in your house. If I have a close fight, like if we fight in your basement, you got to get an edge to Livingston, right? It can't be a fair, close fight because I came to your house and tried to whoop your ass. I must put you to bed. You hear me? I must put you to bed in your, if you know what I'm saying? If you be like, come to my house right now, we gonna rumble right now. Don't I gotta put you to bed because if you give me any type of fight, you gonna get the decision. Because you're in home, you have the home field advantage. Your family is the judges. Right? You got your wife, you got your grandbaby, you got everybody. I'm in there by myself. So for me to only get the victory, I can't rely on the judges. No. I must rely on a knockout.
That's what I mean. That's what got to happen. Either you got to knock him out, or you got to completely dominate him to where nobody can deny it, and that just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. But he was definitely cheated. I see Nat. He's throwing out stats. He's saying Tank landed a higher percentage of punches, including power shots. And he's saying, hold on, where was the other one that he said? There was another one. You really got to beat the champ. Rhodes ain't do enough. I don't agree with that, only because of the scores. If you take 1 point, which, again, that should have been a 10-8 round. If you take 1 point from Tank for that knockdown, then Roach wins. Take 1 point from each judge in that round, Roach wins. So he did do enough. That point, if you don't know nothing else, you have to understand everything else being the exact same and then following what most people consider to be a really simple rule of boxing is if you go down, you lose a point. He took a knee. They should take 1 point from him for that round, and based on that, Roach won. He did enough to win. They cheated.
And sir, this is a case of celebrity privilege, sir. I guarantee you this is just being said because of who he is. If it was the other way around and Roach took a knee, come on now.
I agree.
This is celebrity privilege. He's getting talked about. It's like he's above the rest. They don't want, I just wish you could see how much this guy is treated differently. He's not for the people. He's not for, Ryan Garcia made that racial stuff on black people's monkeys and talk about George Floyd. He's right back friends with him. So this is who he is. This is his soul, Livingston. This is who he is. Oh. He is a garbage. He is garbage. So this is why he is supported, because he is against us. He is against us.
All right.
You hear me?
I hear you.
He not with us. You got to make sure you keep it alive and just keep. Okay, I'm gonna listen to the family. I'm about to listen to the family, sir. Thank you, man.
All right.
Appreciate your show, man. Afternoon experiment and that wrestling report. Stop bringing you losing subscribers with that guy wrestling report, because you're not feedback. You gave me more feedback on boxing than that wrestling. It's like you just sitting there dumbfounded.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. That was CK. Nat says, saying a fighter landed a higher percentage of punches than you say so says you're a casual, sir. First, I don't care if you think I'm casual. And I'm not a boxer. I don't have to live my life in boxing. Yes, I'm casual. I watch it when it's on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the gym every day training and stuff. So, yes, I'm casual. Secondly, is the point, because that point there sounds like the point that you're making, is if a fighter lands a higher percentage of punches, that automatically means he wins the fight. Is that the point that you're making? That every fighter in every fight who lands a higher percentage of punches automatically wins that fight or even just that round? So if I land a higher percentage of punches, and you know what that means. You punch me 10 times. You hit me 5. I throw 2 punches. I throw 1 punch and hit you once. I landed 100%. You landed 50%. I won the round. That don't mean that. And you know it don't mean that. It just sounds good when you're trying to make excuses and trying to diminish somebody because you don't agree with them. Come on. Come on. You know you can't say with any degree of certainty in any given round, the fighter who lands the higher percentage of punches wins that round automatically. That's not how fights are scored. And you know that. Stop it. Stop it. We just disagree. You don't have to try to say you're a casual. Whatever that means. Stop it. You're not, come on. On this show, we try to think and, open our minds. And just because somebody don't agree with you, don't mean, you know what I'm saying, you throw out insults. And we don't use nonsensical, I was about to say stereotypes, but that's not what I'm thinking about. Rules to justify our position. Come on, you know that's not how fights are scored. And then Twin says, you don't know boxing, stop it. Okay, I don't know boxing. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Again, it's a sport. I watch the sport. I enjoy the sport. I know something about it. I'm not a boxer. No, I'm casual. I'm not in the gym every day. So, sorry. I'm casual. Whatever that means. I think I'm supposed to be insulted by that. I'm not casual. I'm formal. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. He says it's an uninformed opinion. You went to an extreme, but yes, the fighter with the higher land percentage usually wins. We ain't talking about what usually happened. We talking about the fact of the matter. Fact, not, this usually happened. That happened most of the time. You kind of stated as a fact that Tank won because he landed a higher percentage of punches. And I'm asking you, as a person who might try to be genuine in your opinion, is it a fact that the fighter who lands the highest percentage of punches automatically wins the fight? Is that a fact? Come on, you formal with it. I'm just casual. You formal. Is that a fact? Nat, he just saying stuff now. Come on, don't be like Twin and refuse to answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. You threw in that word usually. But answer the question. And just be honest. You can still think he won, even though your reasoning for it does not prove anything. You're using extremes to prove your point. I didn't use an extreme. I asked you a question that is fact-based. Why do people do this? I don't understand why people refuse to answer questions if they think that the answer doesn't support their position. I don't understand that. I asked a simple fact-based question. But you're not going to answer it because if you answer it truthfully, honestly, and factually, it doesn't support your position. So I get it. I never liked it. Y'all hear people ask me questions all the time. What do you mean? And then I had to be like, okay, you're right about that. However, but I answered the question. Even if the answer doesn't support my position. When people just refuse to answer the question, it's frustrating. How do you have a conversation of any sort where a fact-based conversation where you don't want to throw facts in the mix? Nat says, I thought it was a draw. I think I watch more boxing than you, sir. You still didn't answer my question. Mine is a simple question. You heard the question. I don't even have to restate it. You heard the question. You're intentionally, see, this is what Twin be doing. You're intentionally not answering the question. You're saying all kind of stuff, but you're intentionally not answering the question that I asked. Which says something. It says something. All right, y'all, my time is almost up. And he says he thinks he watches more boxing than me. Okay, maybe you do. They're trying to shame me. Hey, I watch more boxing than you. Okay, you watch more boxing than me. You're formal. I'm casual. I'm so ashamed. But back to what we were talking about. We were talking about people having to, hold on, Mary says, effective power punches are way better than jabs. Okay. Apparently not if you land jabs at a higher percentage. It's not a matter, apparently. That's what the formal people tell me. The formal people tell me that the boxer with the highest percentage of punches is always the winner. Always the winner. If you don't watch boxing, ladies, if you ever just sit and you start watching boxing and then they show the punching percentages at the person with the highest percentage automatically wins. That's the rule. That's the rule. If you don't know that, you're casual. But yeah, no, I'll be watching the thing tonight. I'll be watching. And I may or I may not. Nat says, I guess I touched the nerve. You did. Refusing to answer, that is a pet peeve of mine. How do you get into a conversation with somebody and then they ask you a question and you just refuse to answer the question? Because it doesn't support your position. To me, that's cowardly. That's cowardly. If you are secure and confident in your position, you can understand that sometimes you have to maybe give up a point here and there, but it doesn't necessarily totally diminish your position. But if you can't even just reasonably give up okay, that's a good point. However, if you can't do that, yes, that does bother me. That does bother me. Like when Twin says, you never talk about how we could come together and do things to make change. And I say, didn't we talk about that on Thursday? But hold on. Did we talk about that on Thursday? Did we talk about that very thing that you said I never talk about? Did you and I talk about that on Thursday? Just say, yes, we did. I don't know. I ain't sure. Is that what we thought? Yes, we did. That's the answer. That's the answer. But you don't want to admit the answer to a factual question? Yes, that does hit a nerve with me. That's cowardly. Cowardly. Twin, you don't have any positions. I can't even take the stuff that you type seriously if you're telling me you don't have positions. And you proud of it. Like you proud of it. Like, I could change at the drop of a dime. I believe this, but that could change at the drop of a dime. Like, bro, that is not a good quality. I have positions. They don't change at the drop of a dime, but if you give me information and I process that, then that can change. That can change my position. Information. Give me some new information. Don't even give me new information. Give me a different way to look at the old information. That might change my mind. My mind don't just change just at the drop of a dime. I believe in God. No, I don't believe in God. You know what? I do believe in God. You know, I ain't sure whether or not I believe in God. I don't believe in like, what are you doing? Just at the drop of a dime, you're not sure what you think, believe, feel. Anything can just change your mind. That is not a good... Ladies, men too, people. If you meet somebody and you're, trying to engage with them, in particular on a romantic level, but even in a business level, almost on any level, and their mind just changed, their positions just changed like that. Just, we gonna do this deal. Yeah, we gonna do this deal. All right, let me go get the money together. Oh, you know what? We ain't doing the deal. Well, why are we not doing the deal? It was 10 seconds ago. I ain't even out the door. No, we gonna do the deal. Hold on. Are we gonna do the deal or are we not gonna do the deal? We gonna do the deal. All right, well, let me go. No, we not gonna do the deal. Hold on, what? Are we gonna do the deal or are we not gonna do the deal? We not doing the deal. All right, F the deal. No, I thought we was doing the deal. What are you doing? You're crazy. You're psychotic. I'm not doing the deal with you now. Well, what you mean? We doing the deal. No, we not. Why you don't want to do the deal with me? Because your mind just changed like that. I don't trust you. You're not trustworthy. I'm going to vote. No, I'm not going to vote. Well, no, I'm going to vote. Well, I'm definitely not voting. No, I'm voting. Well, no, I'm definitely not going to vote. What are you doing? My mind just changed like that. That's not a good quality. We going out tonight, baby. Oh, we going out? Let me go get dressed. No, we not going out. Huh? Wait. Are we going out? Yeah, we going out. Okay, let me go get dressed. No, we not going out. I thought you just said we was going out. I changed my mind. Okay, we not going out. We gonna say, what you sitting down for? What you mean? We going out. What? But you just said, I don't know what we doing now. You know what? Get the fuck out of my house. I don't even care. We ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere with you. Get out of my house. That's not a good quality. And just so I'm clear, that's wholly different from, you know what? I didn't feel like going out, but my brother asked me. So I said, okay, I'll go out. That is wholly different than I thought my car was working fine, and then the lights came on and I had to put it in the shop. That's totally different. It's not even the same arena. It's not the same sport. It's not. It's just not. It's not. I'm just trying to help you, bro. I'm just trying to help you. All right, y'all. I got to get off of here. I might come back and watch I'm probably not, though. In all honesty, I'm probably not going to sit down here and watch the State of the Union. I'll be on my recliner, kick back with my bottle of alcohol and my cigarette. Laid back, because I have a couch, one of them couches that recline. Nice, plush leather couch. I don't actually think it's real leather. Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not sure it's real leather. But it feel good. Kick back, relaxing. Some food. Maybe some cake. I had some peach cobbler last night that was not delicious. You can't eat peach cobbler from everywhere. Everybody don't know how to make peach cobbler. This peach cobbler, it existed. It was not delicious. I mean, I ate it all because, it's peach cobbler. But it was not delicious. It was not delicious. I never get peach cobbler from there again. But somebody did tell me that there was a cobbler spot that makes good cobblers. Peach cobbler, apple cobbler, so on and so forth. Somebody did tell me there was a good cobbler spot. Yes, D. Mikey G. I think it's pleather. I really do think it's pleather. It's a nice quality pleather. It's a nice quality pleather. But I don't think it's a natural material. I'm pretty sure it's a man-made material. But they did a good job on it. It's comfortable. It's comfortable. DeWanda says, they're not all that it's mid, trust me. I want to try it at least. But they said, is it in Oakley, somewhere in like the Rookwood area? He didn't tell me what it was. You just changed positions about going live tonight. I did not change positions. My position has been the same the entire time from the time it was first brought up. I don't think I am, but I might. Not 100% sure what I'll do. That's been my position the whole time. Next to Penn Station. Okay, I know where Penn Station is up there. I might have to check that out. I might check it out today. I got a few hours. So I might go check it out. You say it's mid, but we'll see. I'll be the judge of that for me. I'll be the judge of that for me. Mike says maturity is also a prerequisite for effective communication. I think that might be true. Jerica.
Hey, so did I miss you confirming if you're going to come on tonight or not?
I can neither confirm nor deny because I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
Oh, I thought I might have missed it. What about, are you going to meet Twin at the Kroger for your Friends Will Blow Your Mind?
I would not be meeting any men anywhere to blow my mind.
I was like, maybe he should rethink that comment. Maybe he should have come back and like, you know what, let me rephrase that. Because that sounded a little bit, dare I say, very like he propositioned you in a sense, right? Like, you do realize I'm married. And then he comes back like, Jerica, I will eat your ass. And I was like, oh, pump your brakes. I don't do that. So, yeah, I mean, he's just throwing them all out there today. I guess he's just a very giving person, maybe, in his frustration. But, yeah, I declined. So I was like, hopefully you don't show up, because I don't know who he has lined up there or what the deal is. I don't know. But, yeah, so I just wanted to see if you were going to show up for that event.
When did he tell you?
It was in the comments. I had made some comment, and I was like, yeah, I don't really deal with, black men or something. I've never heard a black man proposition another black man to blow his mind behind a Kroger. And he was like, I will eat your ass up. And I was like, no, I don't want that either, sir. I don't need that. And then he said something about Monica Lewinsky and pray for the guy at Kroger. And I was like, so maybe you had something to do with him having to resign from Kroger. And love is love, so no judgment here. But, yeah.
I was like, this salad down. That's horrible.
So I didn't know what was happening. So I just wanted to, as a friend, kind of check in with you so we kind of know your location just in case anything goes awry.
But no, I am not going to get my mind blown.
Okay. I mean, I've already pissed it off enough, so I mean, I might as well just top it off since he's, giving out things and offers. But yeah, so other than that, everything good with you?
Other than that, everything is good. That's a terrible threat. Is that really a threat?
He said it. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it meant.
If somebody threatened to eat your ass is a threat.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know. So that's why I just said I'll just pass. Because, I mean, that covers all gamuts, right? So I should be good. As long as I don't show up or meet up or anything like that, I should be good. That's why I said I just passed. I don't know if it was like a legit eat your ass. I don't know. No one has ever said to me, Jerica, I will eat your ass. Not even my husband. So, like, we don't do that. So, I don't know. It was just a bit different. Because earlier he was talking about somebody's vagina. So I was like, okay, I don't know where Twin's mind is today. So I just wanted to, there was no context given. Let me go there. So
it feels like a threat to me.
But it could have been. That's why I just wanted to be clear, and it's in writing, just in case we need to refer back to it. I said I passed.
I mean, really, as I think on it, I'm a married man. And if Mrs. Livingston said to me in the heat of an argument, boy, I will eat your ass. I would be a little intrigued. Like, we never tried that before.
You're like, oh, well. On the other hand, vis-a-vis ass eating. But yeah, just know I've never had that happen either. I've never had that happen. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just say I'll pass because I don't know what that means. I've never been in an argument with someone and they broke out in that from childhood to adulthood. I've never had even like a questionable dude come up to me and a cousin be like, hey, bitch, let me eat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. So I didn't know how to react or respond, but I wanted to make sure you were covered since he was offering to blow your mind just when he sees you at Kroger. So,
And he
you know,
gave me a specific time to
he
meet him
did.
at
He
3:30
did.
tomorrow.
So I don't know if it's like the lineup and you just fell in place. He had open availability. I have no idea. But that's why I was just like, I don't understand. I don't know if it was like a confrontation, like we're about to argue, I need to show you something, or I don't know. Because then he went to gay stuff, rainbow, and I was just like, okay, I don't know where today is going. Maybe because it's warm outside.
He did talk about gay stuff, and I was like, what?
Did.
No, I was just confused. I was confused.
I know, because I don't think Twin's gay at all, but like some of the things he says is just like, ugh. But then I just sometimes want him to, like, you know, you're watching television and you're like, don't go in that room, don't go in that room. So it's kind of like that. When I listen to Twin, I'm like, dude, take that back. Before you get off this line, take back what you said. But he doesn't, so I don't know.
He doesn't.
He can lead the horse to the water.
He tried to play a mind game with me. Like, I don't have positions, but I have, what did he call them?
Direction. I have direction.
Whatever. Yeah, directions.
I have direction, but I have no position. I am a leaf in the wind. I was like, damn, that's not good.
No, that's
but
not good.
Papa was a Rolling Stone, so I guess you're consistent.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to be doing tonight. It all depends. Okay. You know, I had a late night last night and the past 3 nights, so I might sit down and fall asleep. I don't.
Oh, you're at that age.
I hope not, but I do intend on watching tonight.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully you do, because we'll all be here. So, yeah, let us know.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Take it easy. Oh boy, y'all funny. And now Dina talking about she missed her ex-boyfriend. Hold on. Am I to assume that means that the ass-eating conversation made you think about your ex-boyfriend? Oh, boy. Oh. I'm not 100% sure, but that's kind of that's the vibe I get from that. Twin, no. No, Twin. The show's over. You were on for like 30 minutes. The show's over. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Get ready to get out of here. And Dina, you do not have to share any more information. Just don't share. Don't share. Everybody enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope everything goes good. We'll see what happens tonight. I may go live. I may not. It is like 60-40 right now. I'm definitely more leaning to the not going live. No, Twin. No, not happening. So I'm definitely leaning to the not going live piece. But we'll see what happens. All right. Y'all, it's a nice day out too. Get out and enjoy the weather. If you can. Cause it feels pretty decent out. It's not like spring. It's not 70 degrees, Tanika. But it's a decent day out there. So if you get a chance, get out and enjoy the rest of the day. All right? And then as always, as you are out enjoying the rest of your day and doing whatever, enjoying the weather, thinking about what may or may not happen tonight, do me one favor. Except for Twin. Because I don't know what you think makes people smile. As you'd have made some threats. And I don't know if they would make Jerica smile or, whatever. But other than Twin, be the reason that somebody smiles today. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.